Dirt is gold. Why land is the most critical component of the AI boom. Dirt is gold. Everyone is missing the point. Billions of dollars are flooding into semiconductors, data centers, and cloud computing. People are buying Nvidia, Microsoft, and every AI related stock they can find. The numbers are staggering. But here's the truth. When you follow the money all the way to the end, past the chips, past the servers, past the software, you know what you find? Dirt, actual land. Today we'll show you exactly why land is the single most critical component of the entire AI boom, and why the smartest investors are already quietly positioning themselves to own it. How the capital actually flows. AI is the strongest capital magnet in the market right now. That's not opinion, that's documented fact. Here's how the money moves. Semiconductors, chips that power AI models, data centers, facilities that house the chips, infrastructure, power grids, fiber, cooling, water, land, the foundation of it all. Most investors stop at step 1 or 2. They miss the foundation entirely. Would you buy the mining equipment way or the mountain? If someone told you in 1849 there was gold in California, the answer is obvious. The same logic applies to AI infrastructure today. You cannot run AI in thin air, the physical reality. Every data center, every server farm, every substation that powers this technology has to sit somewhere. It sits on land. You cannot manufacture land. You cannot code more of it, and you certainly cannot download it. The race is already on. Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Meta are in a land acquisition race right now, buying hundreds, sometimes thousands of acres in strategic corridors. Land bankers aim to get there first or get in the path of development before the giants arrive. They can make more chips, they can build more servers, they cannot build more land. Land in a high-growth corridor is finite. Once it's gone, it's gone. What is a hyperscaler? A hyperscaler is a cloud provider or company that operates extremely large-scale, highly automated data center infrastructure capable of delivering massive amounts of computing, storage, and networking on demand. Think Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure. When hyperscalers move into a region, they bring jobs, population, tax base, and commercial development, increasing land values across the entire corridor, not just where the data center sits. The final destination of capital. The article I read said this is a capital allocation story. I agree, but they stopped short. The final destination of all that capital is the land needed for the buildings and the solar fields for energy. Data centers. Every AI facility sits on land, solar fields. Energy infrastructure requires vast acreage logistics networks. All support systems sit on land. Land is the one thing every single piece of the AI economy needs, and the one thing no one is talking about. Every infrastructure wave follows the same pattern. Capital floods in, infrastructure gets built, and the landowners in the path of that growth win. This is not new. It's American history repeating itself. The railroad wave 1800s, landowners along rail routes got wealthy. Towns with a rail stop became cities. Those without stayed small. The highway wave 1950s, the interstate system created fortunes for landowners at interchanges, not for road builders. The suburban wave post-World War II, developers who bought farmland on city edges before growth arrived made fortunes. Those who waited paid retail. The AI wave now, AI infrastructure is that wave. Southern California is in the path. Why? Southern California? Population density. One of the largest consumer and workforce markets in the nation. 2, deep water ports, proximity to LA and Long Beach. Critical logistics infrastructure, tech corridor access. Close to major tech hubs with favorable climate for data center operations. Underpriced growth paths. Land in high growth corridors that hasn't been fully priced yet. What is land banking? We are not flipping houses. We are not betting on short-term appreciation. Land banking is the strategy of identifying land in the path of high-growth development before that growth arrives and holding it as the value builds. It is patient capital. The AI boom is accelerating those timelines significantly. The window to position before the crowd figures it out is exactly where Dirt is Gold operates. Investment range starts at $25,000 up to $2 million per parcel. Many investors use self-directed IRAs, tax-advantaged vehicles that make the returns even more powerful. Who is already investing? Women investors ages 35 to 65, not gamblers, but equity builders asking the right questions about tangible value, tax-advantaged use, self-directed IRAs, disciplined, strategic investing, not speculation. These investors understand that the physical world still matters, that AI needs a place to live, and that land is the most finite, most valuable, most overlooked component of the entire story. Two types of investors reacting: retail investors refreshing brokerage apps, trying to time AI stocks, chasing every semiconductor and cloud play they can find, positioning Dirt as gold; investors holding ground in the path of the wave, using tax-advantaged vehicles, patient capital, and a strategy built on finite assets. One group is reacting, the other is positioning. For real estate professionals, if you are a real estate agent or mortgage lender, your clients are asking where to put money right now. This is a conversation worth having. The investors who position now are the ones who will look back on this moment the way people look back on buying Apple stock in the 90s. Land banking offers your clients a tangible, finite asset in the direct path of the largest infrastructure wave of our generation, with entry points starting at $25,000. All roads lead to land. Data centers sit on land. Power infrastructure sits on land. The logistics networks that support it all sit on land. The land in the path of where all of this is being built is finite, it is appreciating, and most people haven't connected those dots yet. Take action before the window closes. I'm not here to sell you something today. I'm here to make sure you don't look back 5 years from now and realize you were watching the screen when you should have been buying the ground. Step 1. Learn. Visit dirtisgold.com/referred webinar. See the opportunities and understand how land banking fits your strategy. Step 2. Subscribe. Follow the Dirt is Gold channel for ongoing content on land, AI infrastructure, and strategic investing. Step 3. Position. Get in the path of the wave before the crowd connects the dots. Dirt is Gold. Watch the webinar at www.dirtisgold.com/referred webinar.